The Zalthor delegation arrived on Earth with barely concealed contempt. Their crystalline forms shimmered with superiority as they surveyed humanity's cities, their technology, their weapons. Commander Zexanael's translator crackled with disdain. "You still use combustion engines." "How quaint!" Dr. Sarachin smiled politely, her hands clasped behind her back. She'd been chosen to represent humanity precisely because she knew how to keep her temper. "We find them efficient for certain applications." "Primitive," Zexanael corrected, his form pulsing with amber light. "Your species barely ventures beyond your own moon. You war among yourselves. You haven't even achieved unified planetary governance." He gestured toward the observation window of the orbiting station. "Yet you petition for membership in the Galactic Council?" Sarah exchanged glances with General Morrison, whose weathered face remained impassive. They'd expected this. Every species that achieved faster-than-light travel looked down on those who hadn't. It was the universe's oldest prejudice. "Perhaps," Sarah said carefully, "you'd like to see what we've accomplished in other areas?" The Zalthor delegation followed her to the biodome on the station's lower levels. As the doors hissed open, Zexanael's form flickered with confusion. Inside, a massive creature lifted its head from a pool of water. Scales the size of dinner plates rippled across its body. Eyes that had witnessed the age of dinosaurs fixed on the visitors. "What is this?" Zexanael's voice lost some of its arrogance. "An American alligator," Sarah replied. "Approximately 4 meters long. Bite force of over 16,000 newtons. Apex predator. Survived the extinction event that killed the dinosaurs 65 million years ago." The alligator's tail swished lazily through the water. Another delegate, Vixare, shimmered with what Sarah had learned to recognize as Zalthor nervousness. "You keep such creatures near your population centers?" "Oh, this one's just for research," General Morrison interjected, his gravel voice echoing through the dome. "Back home, they're everywhere. Swamps, rivers, golf courses, sometimes people's swimming pools." The delegation's forms pulsed rapidly with alarm. Sarah continued walking, leading them past enclosures containing grizzly bears, saltwater crocodiles, and great white sharks in massive tanks. With each exhibit, she provided statistics, bite forces, speed, hunting capabilities, territorial ranges. "I don't understand," Zexanael said, his translator barely keeping up with his agitated pulses. "These are natural predators of your species. Why haven't you eliminated them?" Sarah stopped at a glass wall overlooking a savanna habitat. A pride of lions dozed in artificial sunlight. "Because they're magnificent," she said softly. "Because they're part of our world's ecosystem. Because we've learned that dominating nature isn't the same as mastering it." "But they kill your people," Vixare insisted. "Sometimes," Morrison acknowledged. "We lose a few dozen people a year to various predators. Could we eliminate them?" "Sure. We have the weapons, the technology. We choose not to." Sarah pulled up a holographic display. Images flickered past: wolves, tigers, leopards, polar bears, venomous snakes, spiders, jellyfish, even tiny mosquitoes responsible for hundreds of thousands of deaths annually. "We share our planet with thousands of species that can kill us," she said. "We've developed vaccines, protective gear, warning systems, and coexistence protocols. We've learned to respect their space and defend our own when necessary. But we don't exterminate them." Zexanael's form had shifted to a deep blue. What Sarah had learned indicated deep thought in Zalthor physiology. "Your species chooses to live alongside such danger? Deliberately? Every day," Sarah confirmed. "Because a civilization isn't measured by what it can destroy, but by what it chooses to preserve." The Zalthor delegation stood in silence for a long moment. Finally, Zexanael spoke, his translator carrying a new tone, something that might have been respect. "We came here believing you were primitive because you hadn't conquered your world," he said slowly. "We see now that you are wise enough to understand that some things shouldn't be conquered. Perhaps we have much to learn from humanity after all." Sarah smiled. "We're looking forward to sharing with you. And we're eager to learn what you've chosen not to kill as well." The application for council membership was approved 3 days later,